ladies and gentlemen, now today we've got the full patch notes for the March update, and my god, it is looking good, boys. It is looking really good. So March is going to be a big Asgardian themed event. We are having the introduction of two new characters, cosmic character Odin and also mystic character the Mangog. There's also going to be the side event Odin's Bifrost Gauntlet, which allows you to get the god tier title, and it's also the first side event ever to feature a 5-star Nexus crystal as one of the rewards as well. So again, just going through the headlines before we get into this stuff, man, because there's a fair bit to talk about today. So yeah, god tier, if you can get to tier 10 of the Bifrost Gauntlet, you can get the title of god tier, and also loads of additional rewards as well. There's also going to be solo objectives and an International Women's Day boss rush, probably 1 week into the month there. We also have confirmation on the 4 new champions that are getting buffed, and also shortly the spotlights for all 4 of these characters will be live along with breakdown videos. So the 4 champions that are being buffed on Monday, but worst case scenario Wednesday if the patch does get delayed, are Civil Warrior, man. The Civil Warrior buff is looking very nice. A really huge upgrade to his max damage potential there. The Hood buff I think is going to be very controversial because he's losing some utility and gaining like a lot more damage and a different kind of invisibility as well. But yeah, I must say I wasn't thrilled initially when I read through the Hood buff spotlight. Masacre and Angela, however, are also getting buffed as well. Masacre, very unexpected, man, but the Masacre buffs look amazing on paper. So do the Angela buffs and tune-ups as well. And they said Angela, I think at the initial announcement a few weeks ago, was just getting a numbers only upgrade, but as a little bit of a teaser, she's also getting a fair bit more utility as well, man. So I'm very excited for updates, man. I think Massacre and Angela, at least initial predictions, might be the best of the bunch here, and I think people that already enjoyed playing Massacre and Angela are going to be very happy with some of the tune-ups. But again, the breakdowns are going to be up shortly, and also there's going to be a brand new updates tab in the game. So a new tab is being added to the social hub to keep our players better informed with what's going on in the game. Information on long-running events and offers will be pinned to this tab for easy reference for their full duration, rather than getting lost in your red mail. So as long as this is used more for like information than like, hey, you can buy a 5-star crystal for $200, I think that would be really good, because again, the game moves so quickly nowadays, and there's a lot of information for kind of returning players to catch up on, and it takes a lot of digging through like YouTube videos and the forums to find out what's been going on in like the last few months. So if this is like quick, easy to read and quite clean, I think this should be really good. So I'm interested to see what this looks like. So now that we've covered all the headlines, let's go back and talk about some of these points in a little bit more detail. So the March event quest is going to be called Sins of the Father and feature the 2 new characters Odin and also Mangog. So Odin is the king of Asgard and all-father to numerous formidable Asgardian gods. However, Odin is the most powerful of the Asgardians, possessing a vast cosmic energy source called the Odin Force. This power is so great that Odin must enter a coma-like state called Odin Sleep to recover from its overwhelming strength. As protector of the 9 realms, Odin and his son Thor defend Asgard from threats of otherworldly origins. So there's not really like too much there about the character. I'm a little bit curious as to you know, what Odin Force is going to be, and also Odin Sleep as well. Is that hinting as to like a mechanic of Odin there? So yeah, I'm a bit curious, man. Again, I always have to be a little bit skeptical, especially like last month's characters, man, because Super Skrull, like in the comics, is so OP, he's so good, but in the game, like, he was super mid, man, really underwhelming, and they've done so many like ridiculously overpowered characters, very dirty over the last few years as well, like Sentry, Ebony Maw, Nova. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep my expectations fairly low for Odin, man, but hopefully he turns out to be really good. And also we got Mangog as well. And Mangog looks very funny, man. I'm very interested to see how this character turns out, but also in terms of his what is it, comic book power level as well. He is insanely strong, man. So Mangog is the physical manifestation and sum total of a billion beings' hatred from a race imprisoned through a mystical spell by Odin and the Norse gods. Mangog is physically unstoppable and nearly indestructible, while he's able to feed on psychic energies such as hate, fear, and devotion, and has claimed that he will always exist so long as there is hatred in the world. So yeah, Mangog seems really interesting. He's a super powerful villain, and also size-wise, he's absolutely enormous. So I'm interested to see if he's going to be more kind of like Dormammu size or like scaled up Sentinel size, man. But I think worst case scenario, he should be an XL champion for stuff like Variant 2, and also being a Mystic champion. Hopefully he's going to be very good for Variant 5 as well, and also a villain, so maybe good for Variant 6, man. I think he's actually going to have a lot of tags that are very useful for Variant content. So yeah, he just needs to be a really good character. But also, one thing that makes me a little bit nervous as well is seeing like unstoppable and indestructible, man, because he could also be a very annoying defender. But yeah, I'm curious to see Mangog, but I hope that both of the new champions are going to be like amazing looking and also very fun to play. Now, also, one of the big highlights for March is Odin's Bifrost Gauntlet. So this is the side event. So it says, upgrade your challenge. Do you have what it takes to ascend to godhood? This latest event allows you to compete in Odin's Gauntlet quest to earn a unique resource, Uru. Spend your earned Uru to upgrade your Gauntlet's rewards and difficulty. Can you reach the highest level of Gauntlet and become a god? Be warned, Summoner, those who choose to challenge the Gauntlet's highest tiers will put their skills to the test in a way that they have not before. So you log in every day to collect a feather from the daily calendar to gain entry to the Gauntlet, and once you're in the quest you will face a single path challenge with 0 energy costs. That's always pretty nice there. So you fight your way to the end and claim the rewards, and in there you get the Uru fragments, which you then use in Odin's armory to buy a casket of ancient winters, which then contains the splendors of Odin's vaults or rewards, and also unlocks the next tier of the Gauntlet, and you just keep on going and going. So yeah, it's a little bit like, I think, complicated to understand initially. Maybe not as complicated, hopefully, as Jubilee's Arcade. But it seems as well, there's a special important note for Uncollected and higher. You should start the quest at tier 5. So if you are I believe uncollected or higher, you're going to start the event with Uru fragments in your inbox. So you've got to head to the armory and claim Casket of Ancient Winters 1 to 4, which unlocks quest tiers 2 to 5 before you embark on the Gauntlet. So make sure you claim all 4 Casket of Ancient Winters, and they don't want you wasting your fragment feathers on quest tiers 1 to 4. So yeah, again, I feel like it's going to be one of those things that's like a little bit annoying and confusing, just because there's a lot going on with this event. But yeah, we'll see how like difficult it is and how confused people get on the release. But hopefully it's going to be a little bit easier to understand in comparison to Jubilee's Arcade. So if you are uncollected, you start at tier 5 and then have to work your way up. So yeah, nothing like super exciting at tier 5. It looks like every single day it's 9 fragments though, and then you go up to tier 6, a little bit of tier 4 basic there, a little bit of tier 1 alpha, still nothing like super exciting. Tier 7, nothing super great there, 5-star Sigstone crystal there. And then what do we have? Tier 8, T4CC fragment crystals, 5-star Sigstone, tier 2 alpha fragments, nothing super great there initially. Again, these are the quest rewards and not the actual box rewards, and it seems like most of the stuff is in the box rewards here. At quest tier 9, there's 450 tier 5 basic, 1,800 tier 2 alpha fragments, 1k 5-star shards, and also at the god tier, there's 4,500 tier 5 basic, 2 plus 5 Sigstone crystals, also 10k legendary ISO, 5 of those, and also a 2% T5CC fragment crystal as well. So essentially, doing these daily gauntlet challenges gives you the rewards that we've already talked about, but also gives you Uru to buy and upgrade your casket, which is essentially a box of rewards. So if you're uncollected, you should immediately have enough Uru, I believe, in your mailbox to buy casket 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to start from like casket 5 onwards, but I believe you get all of these rewards instantly as well. But again, there's nothing like super exciting until really like 7 to 9. So yeah, casket 5 does have a 4-star Nexus crystal, pretty nice for a lot of Early progressing players there, also 1,000 5-star shards, half a tier 4 basic, 1 tier 2 alpha, and 50,000 gold. Casket 6 has a legendary crystal, 2.5k 5-star shards, 1 tier 4 basic, 1 T4 CC, and also 100,000 gold there. Casket 7 has a fully formed 5-star hero crystal, 9,000 tier 2 alpha fragments, 500 6-star shards, and 3 T4 CC, and also just under 200,000 gold. And on Casket 8, you have the 5-star Nexus Crystal, a Tier 2 Alpha, 1,500 6-star shards, 4,500 Tier 5 Basic, and almost 300,000 gold. And then also Casket 9, so the final one, gives you 3% T5CC crystals, also 3,000 6-star Hero Crystal shards, 9,000 T5 Basic fragments, a 5-star Awakening Gem crystal, and almost 400,000 gold there. So overall, the event's looking pretty good, man. Like, you know, if you can get to like Casket 9, it's a fully formed 5-star Nexus crystal, about 5,000 6-star shards as well, loads of gold. I think there's like 1 million and a bit available, and yeah, just a lot of rewards that pile up. You know, we have the tier 5 basic, tier 2 alpha, the sig stones, and also the T5CC crystals that what is it, God tier on top of this as well, and also the title of God tier. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this event does turn out, man. Hopefully it's going to be a fun time, but yeah, I'm a little bit curious as to how interesting it's going to be to escalate up the tiers, and whether or not it's going to be like boring or repetitive, or like a little bit too difficult and grindy. So yeah, I'm just a bit interested to see how this event is going to turn out. But overall, it does seem like it's got potential to be a fun monthly event. Again, I like that it's, you know, changing up a little bit and getting harder and harder and more difficult, but it certainly does seem like it's got the rewards to hopefully be worth its while for a lot of progressing players. Again, 5-star Nexus crystals, man, are so incredibly rare unless you're literally spending thousands and thousands of dollars on this game. So yeah, I think that's going to be a good additional event, and I'm very happy to see one added to a monthly event quest as well. So overall, I'd say March is looking a little bit better than February, man. February was like a very quiet month for the contest. The new characters were not really that hype, man. They were a little bit mid for the most part. And also the side event, while it was good rewards wise for the time invested, it was also like really the only thing going on this month. So it's felt like a very quiet, very dry month in comparison. And I think, yeah, next month for the Boss Rush Challenge, the side event escalating difficulty throughout the weeks as well, is going to be very interesting. But also the 4 champion buffs, man, I'm very, very curious to test those out as well. I think they did a really, really good job this month on the overhauls for Kingpin, Moleman, Terax, and Yellow Jacket's alright as well. But yeah, very excited to do some testing on those characters as well. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on the March update. What are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments section below. But aside from that, thank you very much for watching today's breakdown, and if you did enjoy it, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.